weekend, but we finally reached the moment everyone's been waiting for. Just a few more minutes and the race will start. It's overcast and temperatures have...
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel for second episode in my MotoGP 25 career mode. And here we are racing at Argentina, and as you can see I'm on pole position, quite unexpectedly actually, because I haven't ridden this track in a few years I think. Maybe I have done some hot laps here and there, but I haven't done any racing for however long it actually was not raced on in the real life, because I always started my career modes with a biker's mega patch that had realistic calendar changes for any of those seasons. So yeah, quite unexpected. I actually had very good rhythm here on this track, and I took pole position and I led into lap 1, as you can see. And yeah, it's still on 80% difficulty. I didn't want to change difficulty after one bad or one good race, so next 1 or 2 races are still going to be on this difficulty regardless of how I finish this race or the next race, and then I'll gradually be upping the difficulty until I can't compete with AI anymore. So yeah, hopefully it will be up to 110%, but we'll see. So yeah, race started very well, a bit slow on the reaction on the lights, but after first few corners I retook the lead, and there I am, 7/10 or even a second ahead of Yamanaka, and I'm just finishing lap 1. And yeah, this race went very good for me. So here we are now, about halfway into the race, and as you can see, the gap has grew to 2.5 seconds or thereabouts, and this race is really going my way, and I'm heading for the first win in this career mode quite sooner than I expected. Hopefully nothing bad will happen before the end of the race. And as you can see, there is a lot of track limits warnings. I like how in this game there is actually a lot of errors from AI riders, like from me here for example, and so far I haven't noticed any bugs like in MotoGP 24, where riders would all crash in the same corner, say a hairpin at turn 10 in Catalonia, or where they all go incredibly wide out of the track like in Indonesia. So yeah, hopefully that won't come into play anytime soon in this game, and we have a good, well, we had good experience before, that we will have a better experience than in earlier game during the career mode. Also, unlike last time, I'm not using any mods here at the moment, so I hope there will be no corrupted save game after about half the season, so that I can finally, after some considerable time, finish a few seasons in my career mode on the MotoGP game. So yeah, as you can see on your screen, if you like my videos and if you want to see more of them, please subscribe, please like the video and share it with the friends who you think might enjoy it, and I'll be very grateful for that. Anyways, we are now into the final two corners of the penultimate lap. The gap to the back is around 3 seconds, and we are starting the final lap of the race now. My times dropped off somewhat. I mean, dropped off just one lap where I didn't do the best job. Lap before was the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, looking good so far. 3 seconds the gap still, nearing the end of the first sector in the final lap. And yeah, I have to say that I really liked this track in this game. I know that the last time I actually raced here was, I think, MotoGP 19 or 20, I'm not sure actually, and I know that for the fact that last few games in which I raced on this track, I didn't like the track. I found it weird. I don't know how to explain it, but this game I really like how the bike went around, and I was actually happy with my riding. I didn't do perfect job. You can see that I had like this twitch here exiting the hairpin, or some wide moments and missed braking points and so on, but compared to how I used to do my racing and how it usually went in the videos that you may have watched, this one actually went pretty smoothly. So yeah, here is the penultimate corner, and then just the king to finish the race, and that's the first win in MotoGP 25 career mode. And yeah, race 2 win. So these are the results, just quickly scrolling through them. And then the championship standings, that puts me back up into P3, just 9 points behind Guido Pini, and my teammate is P13, and I think He'll cost me a lot of points in teams championship this season, but it remains to be seen. So yeah, here is the first time looking at the cutscenes after the win in Moto3. I think they haven't changed since last year's game, but it's still good to see happy scenes at the end of the race. And finally some rewards. So yeah, I'm still a rookie, but getting closer to a newcomer. And now the briefing with the crew chief. Let's see what they want to know from me. So we're going to work on, I think we should go to do the frame. I'd like the bike to be more responsive a bit. Yeah, changing direction really feels sluggish sometimes in some corners, and hopefully they'll bring some upgrades to my bike. So yeah, there's some comments from my competitors and my teammate, and I see that next round is race off, so I think I'll be doing that in this video as well. It should be a short race. So yeah, I'll see you on the start of that race. And here I am in pole position for the 3-lap race. I accepted the invitation from Fabio Quartararo to do mini bikes because other disciplines I really find strange to ride. So mini bikes is the way to go for me. It was a nice start into the race, P1, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to keep this position. It's a bit strange to come to the mini bikes after doing race in Moto3 because these bikes are so small and they feel weird to ride around, and the trucks are so much smaller and tighter. It's a bit, I know, it takes a bit to adapt to different way of riding, even though speeds are not slouch by any means. Nice corner cut, by the way. So yeah, it's now already halfway through the race. I'm still in P1, and hopefully I will remain in that position until the end of the race. I can see really in real world why riders would choose to train on the bikes like this, because if you can develop your skills by navigating these tight, twisty tracks on the small, cheap bikes, then probably you won't have any problem doing that on the bigger bike as well. But I think the way how it's implemented in the game, that it'll get quite old and boring very soon, maybe even before I finish the first season, and that's sad actually. I'd like if these race-offs would actually have more impact on the actual progress of career mode, instead of just getting some points that unlock some of the helmets and gear and gaining you appreciation from competitor riders. Sorry. in the season. So yeah, that's the win in my first race off. Quartararo finished in third, and yes, this is what I said. Not much of difference, I think, in career mode with these race offs. So yeah, that was all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.